What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Free Spirit Tarot. I am Poetry. You are here for our reading for the month of September for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Let you know right now, I am actually drained. This is my 11th reading within the last 3 days, and I am literally drained. But sometime during the course of the day, I got a message that was kind of heavy for me, and it's been stuck in my high heart chakra for the longest. I've been coughing real bad. It's like almost like whooping cough. When you hear the word whooping cough, how you feel, how do you think that would feel? That's what it feels like. It's caught in my throat. Um, and I don't know. The message was about suicide earlier. Somebody feeling like it's time for them to give up. So I put that message out first before I continued on with these. But I feel like wanted to give you a little explanation of what's taking me so long to get these out. But this is the last two. I'm gonna have Cancer and Leo coming up next. Um, yeah, my energy is just different right now than when I did the few other videos. So we have Cancer. Cancers are caretakers. They take care of people, and maybe that's what I've been sensing too since that last read. Because like with the high heart chakra, it makes your empathetic feelings be a lot higher. You're more compassionate towards others, um, more unconditional as far as like in what you see in that person or feel about that person. You're more unconditional. So I don't know if that's going to apply to you, Cancer, because we Cancers are emotional. I'm saying we as well because my moon is Cancer, but very emotional, moody people. We could be nurturing. We enjoy family. We could be protective of our friends, our little cubs. We got a little sense of humor. At least we think we do, but we are very hypersensitive, sympathetic at times. And now I feel like I got like a sinus drain, but I don't have any sinus. I have my ring light turned off so to prevent the glare. So hopefully I can do this before the sun really goes down outside. Okay, so we're dealing with Cancer, and we're going to be dealing with what about Cancer. These are not pick a cards. Let me first get that out the way. This is our planets, our houses, our aspects, our nodes, and our asteroids that we're dealing with here. These are just here for decoration. This is not a natal chart reading. This is not a horoscope reading. This is just me using my astrological cards in order to help give us better insight on what we're talking about for the month of September. And for Cancer, we're talking about expansion. We're expanding our enthusiasm, we're expanding our optimism. We want to travel more often, expanding our positivity, um, getting into foreign countries, learning new languages, exploring, leaping is what we're doing as far as Jupiter. And then we're going to see what house that this is going to appear in or that we're going to work on in for the month of September. Being that this is the third day of the month, this is something that may have already began for you. But, you know, just see what we got for you. And I apologize if this reading seems quick. It's just that my energy is really, really gone. It's gone. We're working on it in our 10th house, in our status. We're expanding our status. We're expanding our public image. We're working on our long-term goals, our career. And when I look at these cards, I try to look to see what things are common amongst the four between, or basically three things, our zodiac, our planet, and our house, to see what things are common. And that's what I'm going to try to focus on in this particular reading. So particularly, we're looking at a sense of home, recognition, success, enthusiasm, benevolence, lectures. Some of us are giving lectures or have presentations that we need to present. It's not really dealing with our moods as much this particular September, which is a great thing. September, Cancer, we're going until June 21st to July 22nd is the dates we're looking at. Being more tenacious. I feel that there's a transformation that needs to happen. Um, Within our workplace. changing positions, possibly getting a promotion at work or stepping into another role. Standing up for someone else that is putting you in the forefront of, usually you're kind of like back in the shadows, kind of putting you in the forefront. Um, you're taking over a role that you didn't expect to take. You're very receptive of how others think and feel, and you feel like this is your moment to step out and be a leader because you have that depth, and the capacity to be empathetic and be sympathetic at the same time towards others' needs. Um, Maybe you're going to start doing some panels, but I do feel like a presentation, but maybe some panels, maybe master classes, um, online podcasts or presence. This is what I kind of had, and you're kind of taking a gamble at this, but it will be a fun ride. You know, you gain some type of recognition in regards to this as well. Let's go here. Conjunction, your empowerment. Yeah, see, it combines with, it enhances and strengthens, and it joins forces with another planet to help us pull out these aspects of our personality, our characteristics. Um, but with this conjunction, you're definitely going to be pulling out more and more of these qualities to help build your presence and your status. So with conjunction, when I say we're working together with another planet, conjunction is usually 8 degrees of what empowers us, and it combines with another planet, causing energies to emerge. Okay, so we look at the idea that the planets themselves, they kind of unite and become one. You're a combined force. Okay. Sometimes this could be good, sometimes this could be bad. Usually, so we have Jupiter here. Jupiter is usually one of those planets that it maintains good habits and good practices. So let's see what we have going on with it. So what I'm going to do is use my other astrology cards to see what other planet is within Jupiter, within 8 degrees of it. The planet that is 8 degrees right of Jupiter is Mercury. So expanding our thoughts. So we're combining the forces of Jupiter and Mercury to help us expand in our status. Okay. Being the caretaker, being somebody that's always looking out for other people. So our the information that we have, we'll be able to share that with others, teach other people about what we know. We'll be able to expand our research. I still see a journey, um, and you'll be able to travel with this information, whether you're traveling against the World Wide Web or traveling physically from one place to another. That is to be determined. But it looks like your information is going to be reaching around the world. I'm seeing that a Gemini or Virgo may be deeply involved with you in helping out in this endeavor. Yeah, I do see lectures. I do see lectures that you should be having in regards to the education that you have, or you're going to be attending a lot more lectures as well in order to help increase your knowledge. This is an explorative time for you. So um, and you're very excited about going into this process here. Your tenacity is going to really take over here. Looks like you're going to be working best at night. All right, our nodes is just telling us what direction in life we're taking here. We're going forward with this information. So again, we have life goals and lessons and a journey there's a calling there's a calling upon you that you're about to step out into the limelight. And I'm seeing more of a community environment. There is a mission that you have set forth, um, working with other organizations. I don't see you starting one yourself, but I do see you working with other organizations to help you out in this endeavor and to put you at the forefront um, of its platform. To put you at the forefront of its platform. This is your fate. This is the pathway that you're about to travel on. And it's going to be a totally new experience for you. Totally new experience for you. This is showing where you're going. And this is going to be what you're going to value the most in this process. You're going to embrace the unexpected. There are going to be some disturbances that you may encounter, but the unknown is what is driving you. Um, you are going to value the messages that you learn. You're going to value the messages that you share. And you're going to be an unexpected powerhouse, um, an unexpected powerhouse to this endeavor. Okay. If something opens up for you in the month of September that is going to allow you to do something that you never done before, but you might have thought about it, and somebody says they see your potential, know that that is factual, okay? That this is meant for you to be a part of, and people may start to know your name more than ever before. Okay. Alrighty, so I am going to set these cards to the side, and then I'm going to get into I'm sorry, shaking the camera, a Kipper reading for you to see if it aligns with the message that we already have here for you, or is there something in addition that may need to come out as far as these cards are concerned. Okay. I'm going to pause my camera, and I'm going to come back with the Kipper card reading. All right, thank you. Like I said, I'm sorry about my energy. It's just gone. So we're doing the German method reading where I pull cards to find master cards and then place a card underneath that master to help clarify the entire situation. At that particular time, I'll let you know if a card is a master card or not. I'll place it to the side. If you happen to see a coffin card come out, that is just a signal for me to stop pulling cards. It does not mean that something is dead or the situation, but it could mean that the situation is ended or will end. But because we've already got your North Node coming out, we know this is something that you're about to go on a journey with. You're about to travel down a pathway with. So the coffin would most likely not mean it's the end of the situation here. 1, 2, 3. House. We talked about that before. Where did I have that here? I spoke about your house. I'll come back to it. I know I did. Okay. So there's going to be an official person involved in matters in regard to getting your house straight. Poverty is not a master. Change isn't a master. Unexpected income isn't a master. Journey is not a master. Message is not a master. Mature woman is not. Thoughts are, and your thoughts are in regards to your community. Great fortune. The great fortune card sometimes deal with money, but sometimes it can make all the other things around it a more positive thing. You have expectations as well. And it's in regards to toil and labor. So I talked about the fact that I thought this was in regards to your work. And here we are. There's a main male involved. And he's gifting you with something. Message of concern is not. Distant horizons is not. False person is not. Then we go through the deck one more time using the same number that you drew the cards with the first time. I always use 3. And we have marriage, which is also an affiliation with uh, a commitment or a partnership with the privileged lady in this particular case. Family room, adjudication, child, occupation, wealthy man, imprisonment, message of concern, distant horizons, and false persons. Okay. So what I'm showing here is that within your house, there is somebody that is in a position of authority that is going to help you build the house or the community that you need. That person is going to give you the sense of home that we talked about here in your main car, your main identity under your main ego. The way that you want people to perceive you is that you're a sense of home, and an official person is going to help you with that status. Um, you had thoughts or concerns about it. You had thoughts and concerns on how to work with that person to help build that community. But the Great Fortune card is like say is making all the rest of these cards around it a more positive light. So the male energy in your life you can trust. You can expect great things to come about of this. You can expect that community to warm up to you in a way that like makes you feel like home. Um, the male energy that or the male presence is going to give you the gift of notoriety or help you build that public image or reputation that you longed for within your career. You actually aren't sure how to move about with this and still do your job. For a short time that you will be able to do so. Your community and your place of work will be leaning on you as well. And that's going to prove to be a gift as well. Maybe your job or career that you may be receiving this month of September is going to, give you the support that you need to help work within the community. The community may be your work itself, but I'm seeing a bigger and broader thing. Maybe something like not like a black captain, or a little bit higher, city council, working alongside with those people or the organization to help working along with that. The marriage that I'm showing here is a commitment that you're going to make to this journey. And I see the privileged lady as being you, yourself. I see you be the one that's one of the gifts that you can have is being recognized as somebody being a privileged person. And I do see this as feminine energy or the female body. I'm definitely a woman. So if you are a male who was watching this, if you have very high feminine energy within you, it could be very well talking about you, but this may be a person that you need to have help, a person that you need to help move forward. So if you're not the person that's in here that's helping building community, you are the person that's going to help them get to this status. But I do specifically say this is about the unexpected things that have happened. Yeah, and it's going to be so much more intensified. That's what that Great Fortune is saying. Everything is going to be intensified. Everything's going to be looked at under a microscope, a magnifying glass. Everything is going to be exemplified. Okay. Everybody's perception about you is going to come full circle, but it's going to help you build that status that you need. You'll have access to things and places and people, hearts that you never had before. An advocator of some sort is what I'm showing here. An advocator of some sort. It's dealing with family values is what's why the house is probably popping up. Family court. Maybe, and this one is specifically saying the doula. A doula is somebody that helps somebody bring forth a child into their life, but given that most cases natural childbirth, so that maybe where the expectation is sitting in the middle as well. And there's a lot of toil and labor when it comes to childbirth, but that child is going to be a gift. And like I said, you will be considered a very privileged person in this house, and maybe there's a married couple that is going to be leaning on you. The main male is somebody that sought you out. That's another factor that I'm seeing here. The uncertainty of having a doula instead of going through the hospital for actual childbirth. Yeah, but all your research and everything going forward is something that is going to build you a greater future towards that status, that success, that that VIP access into people's lives and homes. You're going to be a gift to others. Indeed. You're concerned about, though, for those of you who are in this doula or advocate position that I am seeing here, you're worried about um, the politics around it and how that is going to hinder you being able to build that community. You're worried about the politics, an official person coming in. Maybe somebody within the house is going to write a bill or have written a bill that you're going to come up against. But that person may also, from what I'm seeing, just from the sudden change, that person is going to be working in your favor. I see nothing but good things coming out of this reading as well. You'll be able to provide the care that you need to others, and it's going to be so welcoming. All right, that's what I have for you this month of September. Except if this is not something that's already began for the month of September, seek it out because there's something within you that you have the ability to nurture others and help them out of their situations and be that ear that they need, that safe space that they need as well. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.